So today I'm going to be showing off a Civil War federal officer's haversack that I constructed. A little bit of brief background about it is that officers in the Union Army actually had to private purchase their own haversacks, and that means that they had to it had to come out of their pocketbook. That means that they kind of went for some nicer options. Now, original officer haversacks that you see are normally made either out of leather or out of painted canvas or oilcloth, or a combination of both. When I decided to do my reproduction, I went ahead and did some research and went through a bunch of originals, primarily through looking at Heritage Auctions website. And one of the things that I noticed is that a lot of these officer haversacks were constructed not necessarily to hold food, but to actually hold paperwork. So I decided to do my reproduction along those lines as well. So the first thing I did was actually prepare all the materials, cut out all the leather pieces, and went ahead and used iron dye in order to get the proper effect. So no modern chemical dye or things like that on any of the leather pieces. And from there, went ahead and cut out all of the leather. And that was the fun part. On the front here, you see all of that intricate tooling. You can actually buy all these little shapes and such, and you wet the leather and then punch that up in there. The shield was actually really fun because it's actually a large cookie cutter, believe it or not. Wet the leather, actually punched in the actual shield design, and then drew the lines in individually. And that's actually pretty common to see like a patriotic motif on an original haversack like that. And then it was essentially a combination of utilizing machine sewing, as you can see here, and then also hand sewing bits for the leather and such. You can see it's got two inside pockets here for essentially quick reference for like notebooks, diaries, manuals, that kind of thing. In fact, I actually got a little book sitting up in there. And the inside, I did put an inner bag like you would see on a enlisted haversack, just because, why not, right? I didn't necessarily see that on original surviving examples, but I did see buttons on the inside, and that did tell me that at one time the originals probably did have an inner bag for like washing, because even though officers were supposed to keep their items within the company baggage, just by the necessity of being on campaign, a lot of them were forced to carry individual food and things like that. So most of the hardware was able to source that all up online. I went with a little fancier buckle here. Yeah, just, why not, right? You see that on a lot of originals as well. Buckles were easy to get, 5/8 inch iron, that kind of thing. I chose to use copper rivets just because that was likewise seen pretty extensively on the originals. The flap itself is actually pretty flat, which again would be primarily for like papers and things of that nature. A haversack like this in that sort of design would have been considered an exceptionally expensive item back in the day. So definitely captain on up, high grade company officer to staff level, you'd see something like this, and very much I would guess a early war thing as well. So if you like this video and you want to see more like that, please like and subscribe. Thank you.